Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my shop. It's Chuck, and as you know, the channel is Outside Screwball. Haven't made a video in a while. Life's been busy here. We did manage to get a one-day vacation, and my wife and I got away. And then, of course, I'm watching the Giants in the playoffs, and in another 20 minutes, going to watch them in the World Series, the second game. Go Giants. As you can see, I got a little pile of goodies here. Kind of just a bunch of little different items I thought I'd discuss real quick. A little couple thank yous to a couple fellas, and a little shout out. So be right back with you. I'll move the camera and we'll take a look. Well, this is going to be kind of a shout out to some guys, some thank yous, and show you a couple other little items. So first off, see, I got a couple of nice rounds here of 8620. 3-inch round and an 1.5-inch round, about 4 inches tall and about 6 inches tall. The other day I was fortunate enough to get over to Tom Lipton's shop, met with Aloha Chuck and Randy Richard, and we had really a nice meet and greet and a lot of fun. And I think you've seen the videos that Tom and Randy had put up. Well, anyway, Tom was kind enough to hand out a couple of nice pieces of steel here, and I appreciate that, Tom, and I hope it'll find a nice little project here to make something out of these other than just deadening. Again, so anyway, Tom had a great time, and thank you. And we also had another little meet and greet. Tom came down to my neck of the woods, and we met up with my buddy Carl. That we did the Gorton videos, and we did one on the comparator and a couple other things with Carl, the horns and sirens. Anyway, Tom and his buddy came down to meet Carl and do a little discussion of Gortons, and that was a nice fun day the other day. Second item is a package I got from James Kilroy. And James, you know, I thank you very much. I'm taken back at your generosity, and I really appreciate it. We've got lots of items in here. Let me pull them out here real quick. Should have probably done that prior. We got a couple of drill bits with a nice sheen on the end of those, brand new. And can I read them with my eyes here? I can't. Fortunately, I can't read it. I have to put my cheaters on. High-speed steel, see that. But anyway, it looks like about 5/16 drill bits. Got some nice turning tools. Let's see, those are left hand. Some beauties. Carbide tip, 3 of those. Way sweet. A package of high-speed steel. Those are 3/8, I think. Yep, 3/8. Perfect. We got if I remember right, 3/4 10 tap. Perfect, pristine shape, high-speed steel, nice. And this was a drill bit, like a Silver and Deming's drill bit, and I think it was a 3/4 if I remember right when I looked at it. 13/16. I got a bunch of 3/4, so 13/16 will be super handy. And 5/16 24. Spiral point taps. Sweet. I can break a few. I don't want to break a few. That's sweet though, James. That is really sweet. And we've got a couple of chucking reamers. 1/2. I can never get it right. 4.4995. Half a tenth under 5. Straight shanks, brand new, pristine, pretty. James, I really appreciate your generosity, and I'm going to have to try to do something in return to you. Appreciate it. So moving on, a couple little different things, just different items. Happened across these on the job site the other day. They're Makita planer blades. The framers on the job for straightening studs just use the handheld planers to take off high spots, and then of course they paper low spots. So I saw these laying there and they're throwing them out, so I thought, well, I can sharpen them, that's not an issue. But I thought they'd make a nice gasket scraper, a large gasket scraper. So be an upcoming project for doing that, and probably send one to my automotive buddy. So that's a little project coming up. There's been some videos on some hammer builds, and I thought I would share a couple hammer builds that I did. This one, a shank, tapered shank that I had turned, and this piece here is copper, and this copper piece came out of basically about a 2 3/4 inch round diameter, and it was almost 3/4 thick. And so I machined the hammerhead there, and it works out nice for reaching in and getting no rebound. As you can see, probably on the head, it's been in use. And then I had made a couple little brass hammers. This one has an aluminum handle that I turned, and a rounded nose on the one side and a flat nose on the other. Been nice little hammers. I made a second one and had sent it off to a buddy of mine. The other hammer I did was, this is a chunk of copper, and it's 1.5 inches by 4 inches long. Big chunk. Well, anyway, this got made into a hammer. It was laying down in the drawers. Thought I'd put it to use. This hammer handle, which is, it says T&T on it. It's probably, I don't know, it was some hammer I had. And the plastic handle was kind of nice, and the head broke off. So you can see that I went ahead and mortised in for the handle to come through, and then have an Allen head bolt to hold it. It's nice, nice dead blow. You can see it's been used. You get no rebound. It's a dead hit. So a couple little hammers built around the shop here. Thought I'd throw my 2 cents in on hammer builds. And then the final thing I want, I forgot about this guy. This hammerhead, I didn't make it. Copper again. Came in some sort of tool purchase. It's threaded, looks like for a 7/16 coarse thread. Actually, I just been leaving it by my drill press and been using it as a little hand tapper. May get around to building a handle for it, but somebody did a very nice job on it. And that guy is 1 inch diameter and 3 inches long. Not a bad little handle, or hammer, I should say. And then the last thing I thought I would throw in this mix of items is Herb Blair just had a nice video on making a tailstock adapter for holding a die and a drill chuck. And he had built it to hold a round die, and then he also had it set up so that you could put a drill chuck in it. This is one of my very first projects that I built. Knurling's really bad, and I built this so it would hold my round dies and that it would hold my hex dies. And Herb was talking about that he was going to go ahead and build one for a hex die. This was one of my first projects I built when I got my mill and I got my rotary table. And I've got some photos, and I'll throw those photos in at the end, and you'll see my Joe McGee setups I used to hold this as I used an end mill to create the hex. It was a good learning experience. It works well. I set it up that I can put a wrench on it, and it slides either way on the shaft that goes into the drill chuck on the tailstock. So it's been a handy little tool that I made, and I'll show you the pictures. It was interesting for myself trying to learn how to do the hex, and my way of making sure I was correct was I actually put a ink pen in the quill, and then on the rotary table I actually drew out the hex with the ink pen as a test before I actually went at it with a milling cutter to make sure that I understood what the heck I was doing. Anyway, that's it for this quickie. Just wanted to give a couple shout outs to a couple friends here, and stay tuned. Halloween's around the corner.